Right, so I know I said that my Thor Ragnarok video was going to be my last one of the year, and it was meant to be, but then I realised I haven't actually done a year-in review. I've done, little things here and there. I did a year-in thing at the end of my last stream, but I wanted to do a year-in review of the whole year. And I want to talk more about how the channels have been doing. First off, and the easy answer for that is not well. That's the easy answer, and the reason for that is because my content doesn't fit into the algorithm, my videos are too long, and for some reason I can't upload in HD anymore for some reason. That's pissed me off, because a week ago, I was able to upload in HD, at least 720, or, and now 360 is the maximum. 360, not even 420. Not even 420p. What is that a my end thing? Is that because of the editing software that I use? Is that because of, YouTube's things have designated my channel not worthy of HD? What is it? Is it because of the phone that I'm recording off of? It now only records in standard definition. What is it? What's the reasoning behind it? YouTube, tell me. Tell your creators why you're limiting the reach of their content. Because people see a video and it can only go up to 360p. Who the fuck is watching that? Who the fuck is going to sit there and watch that? People are going to either click onto another tab and keep that running in the background, or they're going to click off because they're going to see shit quality video. There's no point watching this, I'm wasting my time. But, fucking hell. That's pissed me off a lot, because it's something that's happened in the last week. It's something that's happened in December. So YouTube has literally gone, Merry Christmas, it's now harder for you. Which is, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. And growth wise, we've been dipping. I think there's less subscribers now than there was at the start of the year. I think we were in the 1060s range at the start of the year. We're now in the 1050s range. It did dip down into the 1040s at some point. Not that actually matters that much. It's still remaining within 10 of each other. Then I think that's okay. It's if it dips down to below 1,000 again, then I'm gonna start getting worried. But where it is at the moment, I would have liked to have gotten past the 1050s or the 1000 and somethings now. I would have liked to have been in the 1100s at this point, because I've been stuck on 1050 for like 2 years, and that's annoying. Because the content output, the things that I've been trying, I've been putting my ass into into so much content recently, that we've had videos do quite well for a channel of my size. I had the tier list video in May that got up to the like 4,000, and it's still getting views now. The most recent one didn't go nearly that well. I think it's on like 150 at the moment, but I haven't really. Well, I did push that video, but I don't think YouTube has pushed that video as much. But I have noticed that recently the views are getting at least a bit more consistent. You know, I'm getting more videos reach that 100 view mark, which, you know, that I've said that was the goal since like 2020. I wanted to get every video to be able to upload a video and comfortably know that I can get to 100 views for it. I know I'm talking a lot about the analytics and a lot about that, and I will go into other stuff. It's just this is like the stuff that's in my brain at the front, and this is kind of the least important thing. The least important thing is the analytics for me, because as long as people are enjoying and having fun watching the videos and enjoying and having fun watching the streams, then that's fine. The problem is no one's watching the streams, and that's the thing I'll get into later. Comments, I would like to get more comments, because that pushes videos up in the algorithm. Also, it's nice to hear feedback from people. You know, if a video gets, you know, in the thousands of views, but there's no comments on it, or if a video gets to like 590 views and there's no comments on it, that either tells me like no one stayed for the whole time, or, you know, how much value did my video provide if no one has anything to say about it, you know, and how do I improve? How do my videos get better? What can I do to make my videos get better? What can I do to make the streams better? You know, what can I do to entertain you guys more and make more people stick around? Is kind of the big question that I have. It's a question I've been asking since starting this, and I think I got more comments at the start in the first like 2 years than I've been getting now, even though the views are getting higher and higher to a certain extent. Even though the views are getting more consistent, the comments and the actual interaction with the videos is going down, and that's something that I don't want to see, because the interaction is almost more important for me personally, because the comments tell me that people are watching and care about the content, negative or positive. I'll take a negative comment over no comment any day of the week, because a negative comment I can do something with. No comment I can do nothing with. You know, I would rather a negative comment over no comment any day of the week. Like the funniest thing is like on my She-Hulk video, I had someone claim that I was being paid off to be positive about the show. A, they clearly didn't watch the whole video, and B, they clearly have no idea how YouTube works, because I don't get paid. I don't get paid at all. A penny. I haven't gotten a penny in 6 years of doing this. I haven't gotten any money from doing this. So to come into my comment section and claim that I got paid off to be positive about a fucking Disney Plus show about a lawyer that gets green and big, you know, you've got to have better things to do than that. It's funny. It's actively funny to see people get worked up in the comments of YouTube videos, because it's like, do you not have a life outside of this bubble that you're in? Do you not have, you know, bills to pay, mouths to feed, you know? But anyways, Twitch has gone better growth-wise. Followers, I think I'm up 200 followers from where I started the year at. I know for a lot of other people who've been doing Twitch for a lot longer, are probably like 200 in a year is not good. What's your sub count? Your sub count on Twitch? None, because I don't parade it around. I actively tell people, the only time I ask people to spend a penny on anything is when I'm doing something for charity. And that seems to be the one time when people don't want to send me money. But that's so weird. You know, Twitch is a weird thing where the majority of people are really nice. The majority of people are really nice. But you get the odd person. And it's weird because it seems to be that odd person that is a person that sticks around. Like, I had someone this year who was watching my streams for a good month, right? A good month of their life. And of my life was spent getting to know this person, you know, getting to, you know, making this person, like, feel like a member of the community and eventually feel like a friend or a friendly face in the stream. And then he just starts asking a load of, like, female members of chat what their age is, where they live, and I was just like, don't do that, it's creepy. And he's like, how the fuck is it creepy? And then he's like, oh, you must be a paedophile then. And I was like, what the fuck? That's a leap. That is a leap and a half. And, you know, just what the actual fuck. It's just, that is the stuff that makes me kind of, that's the closest I've come to ever, like, quitting Twitch or quitting content creation in general, is when someone, like, you develop like a friendly relationship with someone, you know, because they're watching your streams, and they're one of the only people watching your streams. Your streams are so small that you're wanting to kind of, you do develop kind of friendships with the people that watch your streams because you're spending, like, at least an hour of every day with them. At least I do anyway, and I want to get to know the people that are watching my streams because they're helping me out. I wanna get to know them as people, right? So to do that, to, like, kind of fixture yourself as, like, one person, and then to become a massive asshole, and, like, it did throw me for a loop for a long time, actually. Yeah, it kind of, the streams haven't really been the same since then. Like, before that situation happened, there was, like, the streams were doing good. I was almost at that point of the three average viewers thing, and then after that situation, everything just went to shit because I wasn't feeling it. The Twitch audience wasn't feeling it, so I feel like my energy just kind of went away, and that's something that I want to bring back in 2023, is, like, I want to get excited about making content again, and that's kind of something that I have been doing this year. It seems like always in November there's the big game that I get excited about. It was Guardians last year, this year God of War Ragnarok, and it did kind of, that game, because I'm always talking about Avengers, and Avengers is such a mentally draining thing, and hopefully next year it A, does something good, or B, goes away. Either of those is a good option. The things, I do have a video about Avengers, but I want to do it next year. I don't want to do it now, just in case any more news and any more big drops of information come out, because literally anything could happen about that game any fucking day. So, as we've learned over the last month, literally every day there's been a new revelation about the game or the dev team or, the people running it. But anyways, God of War Ragnarok really did make me excited about making content again. And it made me excited about making YouTube videos again. It made me excited about, streaming again. I was actively looking forward to streaming at 9 o'clock, get to the end of the day, do my 2 hours on Twitch, and occasionally 3 hours, because that game made me want to play for the extra hour. I want to make streams longer, but the current situation, my current living situation, my console is downstairs in the main family living room, because there isn't a TV in my room yet. There also isn't internet in my room yet. We don't have a booster box that goes upstairs yet, because our internet provider's not the best. But and getting them to do anything is like waiting for it's like watching paint dry. But yeah, that's a situation. If I had my streaming equipment and internet that was good enough to work upstairs, well enough. I've had streams just cut out even downstairs where the actual internet box is. I know a lot of people have that same problem because internet in the UK is abysmal, but it's something that I want to do. I want to be able to do more marathons, and I want to be able to I want to stream my PlayStation 2 games. I want to stream my Wii games. I had a lot of issues with getting a PS2 capture card to work. I eventually didn't get it to work, and Thankmas went from 3 iterations. Thankmas was 3 ideas, and none of them happened. The first idea was going to be I'll just stream all of my PS4 games, and I'll play them all in one sitting, and it's going to be the biggest celebration of the PS4 before I'm able to get PS5. Second iteration was going to be a licensed game thing, where I would either get my PS2 capture card to work, and I'd be able to do those. I assume if it works with the PS2, it will work for the Wii, because it's the same thing. And I would ideally be able to play through a bunch of licensed games, and that would be ideally more fun, because a lot of those games are shocking and terrible, so it'd be fun to watch me roast them and also lose the will to live over the course of a month. What it eventually became was just playing God of War Ragnarok for the entirety of that month, from November till the 15th of December, I want to say. I think it was the 15th. The 15th of December was just all God of War Ragnarok, and genuinely, I think that is the best outcome. Obviously, I would have liked it if people watched it, but I would have liked it if more people came to watch. And obviously, it would have been nice if I had gotten a donation, a single donation. I know doing a big charity thing during a cost of living crisis is a big ask, and it's a hard sell to say, hey, you know, you're struggling for money, charity. You know, that's a tough sell at any time of the year, especially when people are struggling for money. But it would have been nice for people to come. It would have been nice to you know, have people to, because God of War Ragnarok is such a special game for me, and even it would have been nice to share that experience with an audience. You know, the thing with Twitch is I've gotten the followers, you know, and I've had the amount of followers that I need, that I'm comfortable with, for since I started, basically since like week 2 of doing Twitch. It's just getting the people that follow to watch consistently is next to impossible. And for some reason, asking people who have followed to watch, and asking people in your own Discord to watch your streams, apparently that's frowned upon. Apparently that's rude. So what am I meant to do? Apparently asking people to come to a charity stream is asking too much of them. You know, and also, you know, apparently there was a, like, I've got to be worried about scheduling my things with the World Cup. It's like, that should be a completely different audience, really. But like, I don't know. It would have been nice to be able to share my new favourite video game with an audience that for some reason isn't there. With a community that for some reason is like a non-community. It's so weird, and Thankmas this year is both the most fun I've had on stream because of God of War Ragnarok, and because that game is so beautiful and did hit me so much, and also the most disappointing thing I think I've ever done on Twitch, YouTube, in my entire streaming and content creation career, because I was doing Thankmas streams for a good like half a month, good like 2 weeks, like 3 weeks, and raised nothing. So that's kind of the biggest disappointment of my entire kind of like streaming career. And I don't want this video to be like actively aimed at anyone or anything, because I know cost of living crisis. I know that is a big thing and a big factor as to why my particular little old stream didn't do well at all. I don't know, because if I think too much about it, it'll probably start making me emotional, because the thing is, I don't want to go down a road, because what I've been told to do with the Twitch is to play Fortnite and to play these big trending popular games, which God of War Ragnarok was. God of War Ragnarok was. Just to play these big like multiplayer games, and to completely go against everything that I have, the brand that I've created with the YouTube channel, to go against, you know, my personal brand. I've actively been told to stop playing Marvel games. And it's like, do you not see the stuff behind me? You know, that's a big thing with this, is that, you know, the community that I've kind of tried to make and tried to cultivate on Discord, right? And this is a big thing. The Discord is secondary. The Discord is tertiary, actually, really, if you want to think about it. It goes Twitch, most important, because that's the most community-driven thing that I do. YouTube, second most important, because of the amount of time and, you know, to be honest, money that I've put into, and I know it's not all about the money, but, you know, I have put upwards of $1,000 into buying equipment and stuff for YouTube and Twitch, and have seen none of that back. Then probably the Discord. The Discord is like, is important, because that's where I chat with people when I'm not streaming, right? But there seems to be this thing where, like, the Discord is where the community is. The Discord is not where the community is. The Discord is where the most the Discord is where the most on it, or the most, like, devoted members of the community should be, right? The Discord should be the people that are coming to every stream, the people that are coming to every video, the people that are, you know, following the TikTok even. The TikTok is like way down at the bottom, because that's just like a thing that I do for fun. It's just like short videos that are just, hey, I do stuff over on other things, go follow them. I only started TikTok because that seems to be the widest margin of, like, audience. That's where I can capture the most people and just direct them over to other places. But yeah, it's a weird thing. I don't know if, I just feel like I had to get that off my chest. It's just, I feel really disappointed and kind of let down after Thankmas, especially, because the Discord is, you know, not big, but it is enough, right? Enough to make a difference, right? And it just seems like there's a lack of interest almost, which is so weird. I'll never understand it. But it just seems like there is a want for me to do and to be something completely different from what I actually am, of what I wanted to do, and what I created, what I started doing YouTube, Twitch for. I wanted to play the games that I like, and to chat with people that are like me, right? I wanted to make videos talking about comic books, and hopefully, you know, find people that like comic books as much as I do, that are as passionate about comic books as I am. And, you know, gaming became a big part of the YouTube thing, because I started, like, getting more into gaming throughout like 2018. I think 2018 was when I started, like, becoming a a proper avid like gamer. I never wanted to be like big with it. I never wanted to I never had any interest in like esports or competitive gaming or anything like that. For me, it was just an escapist thing. It was just like getting invested in a world and, you know, devoting a portion of your life to watching these characters grow and develop, and, you know, a story that can be so much more. You can get so much more invested into a video game narrative than a movie narrative, because A, the amount of time, and B, the way that the narrative is portrayed and your own actions, you know, and kind of the fact that it is a video game as well. So that's why I kind of I started the Twitch in 2020 as another thing to keep my mind off of how shit the world is. And I feel really bad talking about how shit my personal life is, and my personal life has been shit this year. It's been the worst for me. But also, this year has just been the worst in general. Like I already mentioned, the cost of living crisis. We also have what happened in Ukraine, or what is still happening in Ukraine. That's terrifying. It's honestly a terrifying time to be alive. You know, it's a terrifying time to live in Europe. It's a terrifying time to, you know, just be alive, see the news every day. It, you know, no wonder so many people are getting depression or getting mental health issues. It's because every bloody day we're being told we're going to die. Every day we're being told new COVID variant, strep A, Russia's going to nuke us. Every day we've just got so much shit telling us that we're going to die and telling us that the world is fucked, right? No wonder so many people have got mental health issues, because the world is programmed. It does feel like the world is programmed to make you depressed, or to make you feel constant anxiety. And, you know, that's why people say avoid the news. How can you avoid the news? It's fucking everywhere. You'll fucking go on a bus and you'll find a newspaper on the bottom saying like, end of the world, but England win 3-0 against fucking someone. England lose to France, or Argentina win. I'm not going to talk about my personal life, because that will get too much into a boohoo poor me thing. But yeah, this year has been the worst for me. I know for a lot of people, the last couple years, basically since 2016, the world has been constantly going downhill, and it just, I don't know. I wanted to end this thing on a kind of positive note, because the whole video has been overly negative. And I wanted to end this thing looking into the year ahead. Obviously, there's big games coming out next year that I'm going to be making videos on, or that I'm going to be talking about, and ideally playing on stream. I think most of the stuff now is going to be PS5 exclusive, so I need to save up for a PS5, or like hopefully some miracle happens over the next like month, and I can get my hands on a PS5 miraculously. But yeah, Spider-Man 2 comes out this year, or comes out next year. Jedi Survivor, Star Wars Jedi Survivor comes out next year. That's going to be huge. That's going to be a big one for me. Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. Kevin Conroy's final thing as Batman. That's going to be an emotional roller coaster, honestly. And yeah, the YouTube thing, I want to talk about what I have planned for YouTube. I want to do an Unus Annus. And what I mean by that is Markiplier and Crank Gameplays, Mark and Ethan, did a thing a few years ago. I think it was like from November of 2019 to November of 2020. They did Unus Annus, which was a full year of... I'm not going to be deleting the channel at the end of the year, don't worry. I'm not going to be deleting the videos at the end of the year, don't worry. But I want to do an upload, at least one upload, every day of next year. I know there's a lot of people that are like that do that already. There's a lot of YouTubers that do daily uploads already, and that's cool. That's great. You know, I've been falling behind massively, and I think my mental health has kind of suffered for that. This is like my version of therapy. Just being like, I'm going to spend the next year concentrating wholly on making content for YouTube and making it fun, engaging, coming up with new ideas. I want to do an Unus Annus. I want to do a year of not missing a single upload. I want to do daily uploads for a year. And that means that videos will probably be shorter, probably have some videos come out that will be nonsensical and weird, but I want to do a video every day. That's kind of my New Year's resolution, but it's going to be only for a year. Depending on where I am this time next year, I'm going to see what happens, whether I'm in a position where I can keep that going forward, I can keep that momentum going. But with that, the streams, TikTok, I'm going to have a lot to do. I'm going to have a lot of work next year, and hopefully it will all be worthwhile. Hopefully it will all be worthwhile. Fingers crossed it all works out. Sorry this video has been very ranty. I didn't set out for this video to be ranty, but I can only talk about this year and be overly negative, because this year has been overly negative, and that's not anyone's fault. But this year I've struggled a lot, and I don't want to start a boohoo poor me thing, but I have. This year has been very, very tough. It's been tough on a lot of people, and it's been tough on me. But yeah, I will see you guys in the new year. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate. I'll see you guys in the new year. Happy New Year.